Hello everyone, welcome to Amin Maths Club. Today we have a nice Olympiad problem, that is x cubed plus y cubed whole cubed is equal to x to the power 9 plus y to the power 9. Our second equation is x times y is equal to minus 2. Now we have to find the all possible values of x plus y. So let's start our solution here. That here we see that it is actually according to algebraic identity, it is a cube plus b cube. So a cube plus b cubed whole cubed. So first of all we just write it is a, let's say it is a and it is b. So a plus b whole cubed is equal to, as we know that a plus b whole cubed is equal to, it is a cubed plus 3 times a squared times b plus 3 times a times b squared and plus b cubed. So it is algebraic identity. We have to use here on our left hand side of this problem. So here we get x cubed plus y cubed whole cubed. It can be written as that a cubed, which is x cubed whole cubed, and here plus 3 times a squared means a is x cubed whole squared times b is y cubed. Now plus 3 times a, which is x cubed, and b is y cubed squared, and plus b cubed, which is y cubed whole cubed. Now it is equal to x to the power 9 plus y to the power 9. Now our next step will be 3 times 3 is 9, so x to the power 9 plus 3 times 3 times 2 is 6, x to the power 6 y cubed plus 3x cubed y6, and plus y to the power 9 is equal to x to the power 9 plus y to the power 9. Here we have x to the power 9, shifting this one we get minus x to the power 9, and here we have plus 3x to the power 6 y cubed plus 3x cubed y6 plus y to the power 9, shifting this one we get minus y to the power 9, and our right hand side is equal to 0. So x to the power 9 positive and x to the power 9 negative is cancelled out. Similarly, positive y9 negative y9 is cancelled. We get 3x6 y cubed plus 3x cubed y6 is equal to 0. Now here we have 3 is common, and similarly x cubed, here we have x cubed, so x cubed is common and y cubed. So 3x cubed y cubed taking common, then inside bracket we get x cubed because here power is 6, plus here we get y cubed because power of y is 6. So we have is equal to 0. Now if we divide 3 on both hand side, dividing by 3, this 3 is cancelled out, so we get x cubed y cubed. So x cubed y cubed can also be written as x times y whole cubed times x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 0 over 3 is equal to 0. Now here we see that it is x times y, and we have also in our problem given that x times y is equal to minus 2, putting this value here. So now replace this xy with minus 2, then we have xy is equal to minus 2. So it will be minus 2 cubed times x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 0. Now here it is 2 cubed is equal to 8, so it is we know that it is odd exponent, so we just write here negative sign, and times x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 0. Now if we divide this minus 8 on both hand side, dividing here on our left hand side and dividing here on our right hand side, this minus 8 is cancelled out. We get x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 0. Now we know that by algebraic identity, if we have a cubed plus b cubed, then it is equal to a plus b times a squared minus a times b plus b squared. So here we have x plus y times x squared minus x times y plus y squared is equal to 0. Now we have two possible cases here. So first one is x plus y is equal to 0, and similarly x squared minus x times y plus y squared is equal to 0. So here we get our first solution, that is x plus y is equal to 0. It is our first solution and first answer. Now solving this one, here we get x squared, this minus xy, putting again the value of xy from our equation and problem. So xy is equal to minus 2. We are going to replace xy with minus 2 plus y squared, and right hand side is equal to 0. So now x squared minus time minus is plus 2 plus y squared is equal to 0. So now here we have x squared, this plus y squared, shifting positive 2 to our right hand side, we get negative 2. Now we have to make a perfect square to find the value of x plus y on our left hand side. Then we are going to just add 2xy on both hand side. So adding 2xy on both sides, then we get, here we have x squared plus y squared plus 2xy, and similarly adding this 2xy to our right hand side. Now here we have this x squared plus y squared plus 2xy. As we know that by algebraic identity, if we have a squared plus b squared plus 2 times a times b, then it is equal to a plus b whole squared. So applying this identity here, then it will be, we have that x plus y whole squared, which is equal to 2 times, again putting the value of xy, which is minus 2, and here we have minus 2. So x plus y whole squared is equal to 2 times 2 is 4 minus 2. So we have x plus y whole squared is equal to minus 6, that is minus 6. Now x plus y whole squared, if we just take square root on both hand side, so here we have minus 6 square root. Now cancelling square with square root on our left hand side, we get x plus y is equal to, here we have plus minus square root of minus 6 can also be written as 6 times minus 1, 6 times minus 1 square root. So by simplification we just write x plus y is equal to plus minus, here square root of 6 times square root of minus 1, and we know that square root of minus 1 is equal to I, which is iota. So here we have x plus y is equal to plus minus square root of 6 I. So we get two values of x plus y. Now our final solution, that is our final answer, we have actually three values of x plus y. So our first value of x plus y, which is equal to 0, that x plus y is equal to 0. Similarly here we have our complex value, which is x plus y is equal to plus square root of 6i, and similarly our final value of x plus y is equal to minus square root of 6i. So it is our final answer. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any problem, any question, just ask in comment box to just resolve your confusion, your doubts. Now we are just checking our problem step by step, so you can just note it down. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.